again tomorrow, Sheldon?
Yeah.
Just as simple as going with the guy who just had a shutout, or what was the thought process there?
Not a lot of thought goes into it. It's as simple as that. I think he obviously earned it last night, and the way the guys played in front of him, it's an easy decision.
What did it mean to you last night to pick up your 100th career NHL win?
Not a lot, to be honest. It's nothing that was on my mind. Chris Cuthbert mentioned it to me the other day at the outdoor game, and I had no idea. And then I'd forgotten about it again until last night. JT gave me the puck after the game, so it wasn't on my mind. But what I will say about it is, coaches don't win games; teams do, and from players to staff, everybody that makes up this organization. I'm very fortunate to be able to be in this position and to coach this group. So, if anything, it's provided me an opportunity to say thank you to everybody for the work that they've done.
Sheldon, can you talk about Mitch's game where, now that Austin's only out for 2 games, but a lot of focus goes on him. He doesn't change anything he says, but how does he stand out to you, when Austin's gone, and how does he drive the team, help the team?
I think it's really just by, just being who he is and doing what he does. He's a guy that plays in every area of the game and is a key cog in everything that we're doing, offensively, defensively, power play, penalty kill. So whether Austin's in or not, I don't think that changes. So whether it's him or everybody else, we just need them to continue to be who they are and do what they do. I mean, you're not looking for anybody to be superhuman or to do something that they're not capable of doing. There's a lot of teams in the league that don't have a player the caliber of Austin Matthews. So, and those teams just find a way. And I think we're no different. You look at the games that we've played against. I mean, last night's game reminded me a lot of the games we played out in Edmonton. Last season we didn't have Austin. I think there might have been even a couple of 4-0 shutouts in there, just the same. So it's and the way the game felt, in terms of how the guys played and competed, felt very similar in that sense of guys just going out and executing at a high level and knowing that they're needed, to do that, and it was fun to watch them last night.
It's a good step for Jake getting through a full practice today before his return.
Yeah, it's a good step. I think he probably did a little more out there than they wanted him to, which is a good sign in terms of how he's feeling. You'll probably see here the next little. You're probably going to take a little bit of a step back here now, and just to make sure that he's feeling good and all. But definitely it's a positive step. But yeah, at least from what they're telling me, that I'm not expecting him to be playing here. Certainly in the next little while here. Certainly not this week.
How did you feel Todd Liquid impacted the game?
I thought he gave us good energy, good legs. He's on top of the puck. He's physical. I thought that line did a really good job on the forecheck. Seemed to spend more time, in the offensive zone. So there was a lot of things I was looking for from that line that we got, and I thought, Cash's presence on that line added a lot, obviously. I also thought that it was a game in which, in the bottom 6, there were some good matchups there for us, for that group, and I thought that they went out and performed well within that, and it's a real positive step for them. Tomorrow's going to be a different beast in terms of what we're up against with those matchups, but it was a pretty good sample of what it is we're looking to get from that line.
Are you and your staff really embracing the special teams challenge tomorrow, given where they are, and Dean was with them for a while?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, with both their power play and penalty kill, they're elite in both areas, and we've played them twice already this season, so we felt that. So it's definitely a challenge we're going to have to be prepared for. You got to execute through a lot of pressure, and then on the penalty kill, we've got lots of confidence in that area right now, but we'll certainly be put to the test.
What's your sense of how Peter's handling this break between shots for him?
I think he's handling it well. I mean, Peter's a confident guy. and he's also, he's been through this kind of stuff through his career. He's had some down swings at different times, and he's found his way back. And he's also been a guy that shared the net a lot. So I think it's not a too big of a disruption for him in that sense. So he's able to just focus here. And my talk with him has really just been use this time to your benefit. Eric certainly earned another start, and then use this time to your benefit. Clear your head, do your work, and be ready when your next start comes.
With Austin suspended, obviously we've seen in the special teams him taking reps with the PK. You got to look at that early last season, I recall. Do you see potential for that to happen again, or was that just kind of like you can't have everyone on the penalty kill?
Yeah, I do see potential for it, certainly with his ability. From what you're seeing today, it's really just about keeping him busy because he's not on the power play for and our prep for tomorrow. So that's really it. I wouldn't read anything into it, but I think there is definitely great potential and opportunity there for him. We've kind of pulled back on it. We started with a little bit last season, but ultimately, especially this season, we feel really confident and comfortable with the penalty killers we have. Allows us to share the minutes a little bit better. Obviously, Austin plays a lot, so if we could take something off his plate with the depth that we have, we think it makes sense.
What do you think of the St. Pat's gear? Is there any Irish in your family background?
I think the gear is sharp, it's bright, and it's different. Trying to think now whether I've coached the game in this gear or not, but I can't recall. I remember last year did we wear it? Yeah, okay. I remember 2 years ago. I remember for sure we practiced in it, and then the season got canceled. So that's my memory of it right now. But it was nice seeing the guys flying around out there today.
Simmons scratched again for tomorrow.
Yes.
Is that a difficult conversation to have with a veteran like that?
He and I spoke yesterday, and I let him know where I was coming from on it. Obviously Nick Robertson here has been wanting to get a good run, and that's Spaz missed some time because of that. Now Summer's missing some time, and obviously Austin's out too. But Kyle Clifford's been here, and he's been working, and he hasn't had much opportunity. So we've been wanting to get him involved. So that was really it yesterday, and I thought those guys did a good job. We've changed the lines up a little bit just because I think some of the matchups and things that we'll face tomorrow are different than what we faced last night. So a little bit of an adjustment there for us, but we still want to continue to give Nick a little bit of an opportunity here to move around the lineup and try different things. I thought he had some really good touches on the power play yesterday, so we want to keep him involved there and see how he looks on the right side there with Spaz.
And Dean mentioned last night that the illness it set him back a bit, but he's feeling much stronger. Like, do you see him back to kind of his normal self?
Well, if last night's game is any indication, I certainly would say that's the case. It definitely did, take a hit, or he did take a hit, I should say, with the illness. Took him a while to bounce back, and it probably took him longer to feel comfortable to even leave his condo longer than he'd expected. But we were patient with it, and the defense was playing well in his absence, so that we were able to keep him out and give him an opportunity to kind of build his strength and his weight back up and all of that. And I really liked his game last night. I thought he and Lilligren both were really good.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Sheldon.
Thank you.